Hello friend, I want to tell you about the Kia Ceed car. The car drives stably, is quite comfortable, not very sporty. Kia also offered a 3-door version called Pro_Ceed, referring to coupe-type cars, competing with e.g. Astra GT Ceed. In the GT version, you can count on good performance, comparable to weaker hot hatches of the period. Cool. The range of engines is not particularly rich, but sufficient. The only disappointment may be the petrol engines. Only one simple, with indirect fuel injection, good for LPG. A 99 horsepower 1.4 engine is a bit too weak for a compact. But if you don't care about performance, this will be the most economical engine, provided that it has an autogas installation. It is worth choosing the facelifted version with a 6-speed manual gearbox. The 1.6 GDI with direct injection is also economical. Its performance is satisfactory, and despite the higher power and capacity, according to AutoCentrum readers, it burns exactly the same amount of petrol as the 1.4, which is an average of 7.3 Ls 100 kilometers. Only here there is no talk of LPG. In neglected engines, excessive oil consumption sometimes occurs, which can even result in seizure, but it is generally a very good engine. I do not recommend the 1.0 TGDI engine from the end of production. It is fuel-hungry and too small, despite interesting-looking parameters. It is simply bad to drive. If you want to drive dynamically, you have the 1.6 TDDI version to choose from. It is worth changing the oil relatively often and taking care of the turbocharger. Diesels are rated very well. Even the basic 1.4, despite its low power, has sufficient performance. It has more torque and burns 5.5 100 kilometers. Its simple design will not bring financial disaster in the event of a breakdown. The 1.6 CRDI in 3-power versions is a better fit for the Ceed. It burns less than 6 100 kilometers, has good performance, but only with a manual gearbox. The automatic definitely slows it down. Automatic gearboxes in this model have a classic design with a converter. 1.6 CRDI diesel with 128 HP, or a double clutch, 1.6 GDI petrol, and 1.6 CRDI diesel with 136 HP. Of course, the latter will require more frequent repairs, but overall they are not bad. However, you cannot count on improving fuel consumption or dynamics. The car has some typical problems, which I list below, but overall it is reliable, durable, and cheap to maintain. Unfortunately, parts are not always available in replacements, and those from ASO are relatively expensive, a plus for better quality of bodywork than in the predecessor. Less susceptibility to corrosion and paint defects. A major advantage of the car is its actually lower average price than the popular VW Golf, Opel Astra, or Ford Focus of the same years. Common faults in Kia Ceed: lighting failures, especially LED lighting, clogged fuel tank pre-filter, leaks in manual gearboxes, premature wear of the steering gear, premature seizure, or seizure of the 1.6 GDI engine, only in the case of negligence in service. What to look for: 1.4 MPI gas version or 1.6 CRDI. What to avoid: 1.0 TGDI, fleet cars with 1.6 GDI. Thanks for listening to me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and rate my video. If you know of any problems with this car that I haven't mentioned, be sure to write about them in the comments.